Hello, welcome back. For today's video, I'm going to be testing out a new collection from MUA Cosmetics or MUA Makeup Academy, and they've released it with SAVERS. So SAVERS is this brand here. They're a UK drugstore, really cheap, like really affordable drugstore. I don't know what to compare it to in other countries, to be quite honest with you, but it is actually really good. They sell all sorts, you know, like cleaning products, beauty products, makeup, quite obviously. And MUA have basically released a range specifically to be sold in SAVERS, but it's even more affordable than the one that they sell in Superdrug. So we've got two primers to try out, which is these two just here. So we've got this one, which is the Grip and Locked, which is a grippy primer. And then this one is Blur and Refine, which is a pore blurring primer. I'm going to put one on each side. So I'm going to start off with the Grip and Locked, and I'm going to put that one on this side. So yeah, it's like that. So, you know, a clear, well, it's got a hint of green in it, I think, actually. But yeah, so I'm going to put that. I don't put primer everywhere. I tend to just put it where I need it. So around here where it's quite pory. It smells a bit like watermelon. It's quite nice, actually. And then we'll pop a little bit just down the side of my nose here. And I'm going to put a bit on my chin as well. I'm not going to put any on my forehead because it doesn't need it. And then we're just going to press that in as well. And then we'll let that sit for a bit, and then we'll go on with this one here. So this is the pore blurring one. So yeah, it's like that. It gives me, you know, Porefessional, the Benefit one. It gives me that kind of a vibe. Or the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer as well. That's quite similar. But yeah, so I'm going to take this, and you see where I've got all these large pores? Not as bad as they used to be though. I'm going to pop it over there. Yeah, it feels like, you know, a typical kind of, oh, bit of dry skin there. That's better. Yeah, it feels kind of like one of those typical, you know, silicone-y primers. Tell you what though, it is really nicely mattifying. We'll just pop a little bit on my chin as well, just to kind of match it up a bit, because I did that on the other side. I wouldn't normally, to be honest, with this type of primer, but we will this time. You can definitely see a difference between the two. So if I come up really close, so this side is with the pore blurring one. So you can definitely see that the areas where I've got particularly large pores, it is more mattified and reflecting the light a lot more, so it looks more blurred. On my nose, you can see that as well. And then if we flip over to this side, which is the grippy one, it's obviously shinier, you know, because that's the type of primer that it is. I wouldn't say it's mega sticky though, you know, my hand's not sticking and pulling my skin, not like the e.l.f. one or the Milk one, for example. But yeah, it doesn't mean that, you know, it's not gonna stick the makeup to it. I'm just saying, if you're expecting it to be one of those ones, you know, where you can stick boxes to your face and stuff, it's not gonna do that. But it does feel really nice. It feels very hydrating. So before I go ahead and apply my foundation, I am gonna go in with brows. So I've got some pencils and I have a multitasker. It says Brow and Lash Gel, just a clear one, but we're gonna use that on the brows. And for the pencils, these are like duos. So I think there's just these two available. However, they've got two colours on them. So this one is light to medium brown on this end. And then on the other end, we have, oh no, sorry, light and medium brown. So light and then medium here. And this one is dark and medium. So I'm assuming, yeah, so these two are the same. So medium and dark just on there as well. I'm going to go for the light medium one. So I'll just show you, I think I'll probably go for the light one, to be honest. But this one is, oh, they're very, very smooth actually. So that's the dark. I don't know, actually, the dark might, medium, sorry. Oh, what am I on? Medium. I might actually go for that one, you know. And then light is like that. Not sure. I'd say this one is very slightly, by a fraction, warmer than the medium one. So that one, medium's a lot more cool toned. So I'm probably going to go for that one. But I wouldn't say there's a ton of difference colour-wise in them though. So we'll start off with the brow gel. So it's this one here. Lash and Brow Gel Clear Multitasker. It's all very basic packaging on these, but that's fine. Yeah, the wand is like that. So it's quite a big sort of wand. And we'll do this one first. So I'm just going to comb that through just to give it a bit of structure really. I tend to go more for tinted brow gels lately. I just like the fact that they save me a lot of time. Because as you can see, I don't have much brow going on. And I like to kind of fill them out more with a tinted one. I don't think they had a tinted one in this. I'm just going to take my finger and just press it down a little bit. Yeah, not that impressed with that one really. It doesn't seem to do an awful lot. It's yeah, it's not got much hold. And as I say, I haven't got much brow. So if you've got thick, like bushy brows, I don't think this is going to be, you know, very effective for you. But yeah, I mean, it's okay, I suppose, you know, just on a no makeup day, just to brush through quickly. But yeah, it's not got any hold. We'll try the pencil. So as I said, I think I'm going to go in with the medium one, which was the dark end of this one. It's been so long since I've used like a proper brow pencil. So I'm going to start off here. Just try and do little brow hairs. That's not too bad. And then we'll just take it through the brow itself. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's a brow pencil, like a standard brow pencil. I think that, you know, brow products have evolved so much over the years. You know, you've got these multi-pronged pens, which, to be honest with you, I prefer the single, which is what I normally use. So you've got the single pronged ones, like, you know, eyeliner style ones. We've got pomades, we've got, you know, tinted brow gels, that sort of thing, that I don't really feel that there's a lot of need for this style of pencil anymore. We've even got, you know, pencils that have got a really skinny tip on them. So, you know, they emulate brow hairs. Whereas this one is, you know, it's a standard brow pencil. It does the job, don't get me wrong. And for the price, it is, you know, a good brow pencil. It's not hard like some cheaper ones can be, you know, and that you're like trying to do it and nothing's coming off. Bearing in mind, I've got brow gel on as well underneath it. You know, it has worked. It's just that personally, I prefer, yeah, a brow pen. But you can definitely see a difference between the one that I've just done compared to the one that I haven't. I think there's a huge difference between the two. And yeah, as I say, for an affordable product, it's definitely done the job. So I have noticed, I've just put my foundation on, stuck with the MUA theme, so I went on with this one. This is a really nice foundation. It's a matte foundation, and normally I don't like those, but this is really nice. I can really tell the difference with the primers. So if I show you this side, can you see how much it's clung like the foundation? Bearing in mind, as I said, I've used this one many times. It's gone really clingy, like around any dry areas. It's literally just soaked it up like blotting paper. I won't show you my forehead because I didn't put any there. But yeah, it looks almost like crusty. So yeah, not a fan of how that's applied over that. However, on this side, it's so smooth. It went on really nicely on that side. No dry sort of clingy areas whatsoever. It's actually gone on quite flawless. So yeah, sort of the difference between the two. Not a fan of this side at all, but I don't like Professional. I think, with that being said though, that the Blur and Refine one, the silicone-y one, is probably better if you've got more oily skin. I have combination skin, more on the drier side, so these ones do tend to be better for me. But yeah, as I said, I don't use primer that often, only as and when I need it. But yeah, that one's definitely, you know, better under the foundation for me. So for bronze, blush and highlighter, I have these here. So these are kind of like, you know, the Charlotte Tilbury type thing. So we've got this highlighter. Now these all came in just the one shade. Actually, I think there was 2 blushes, but I believe the others were just the one. So that's the bronzer there, and that's the blush. That is a really pretty colour though, really nice corally pink shade. So we'll start off with the bronzer. So yeah, it's like that. So we've got the spongy tip. I really like these, and then you have to twist it like that. So twist and then squeeze. There we go. Gosh, that's a bit much. But yeah, so it's like that. Doesn't look too bad a shade for me, but obviously if you're much deeper, then yeah, this is going to be quite light. Right, so I'm going to pop a bit. I want to be quite light-handed with it because I squeezed out a bit too much. Yeah, see, that's really quite light. I mean, I don't mind it too much because it's quite subtle. I don't mind a subtle bronzer, you know, as long as you can see it, of course. But that's very light. It blends out virtually to nothing, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, it's quite a thin consistency as well, like for a bronzer. Let's try a bit more. Let's try going on with just the sponge. It's a bit better. I mean, it's still not, you know, that noticeable. Without. Yeah, I mean, you can just see it, but yeah, it's nothing. Sit back a bit. I mean, if you like a subtle bronze, then you're going to like this. If like me, you prefer to be a lot more bronzed up, then yeah, it's not going to be enough for you. I'm just going to pop a bit around here as well. So that's that side all completely done. I tell you what though, it is nice for doing around the jaw because it is so subtle. It doesn't look like, you know, you've got that obvious like divide. It is quite nice for there. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. You can very subtly see it. But yeah, I just don't think, that's just not for me. I just like more bronze. And I think, you know, the fact that it only comes in one shade as well. I mean, at least do, you know, a light, which is what I would say this one is light, and then medium, and then a dark maybe. You know, that's better than just the one sort of lighter one. Do you know what? Now it's all done, I actually quite like it. And I will say it seemed to sit better on this side, you know, the side where I said it was a bit drier than this side. So yeah, you can see it more, I feel, on that side than you can on that side. I don't know, what do you think? Yeah, and you know, it is noticeable. When it's all done, I do look like I've got like a healthy sun-kissed glow, shall we say. So yeah, no, I take it back. I actually think this is quite nice. So we'll try the blush, which is this one here. And then I'll try not to squeeze quite so. Oh, that is a stunning colour. That's really nice. It's the sort of colour I would go for anyway. And then we'll pop about that much on, I think. Oh, that's really nice. Look at that. That is a beautiful colour. Perfect for this time of year as well. It's like a really nice soft coral, you know, it's not too bright, it's not too in your face. It's like a really nice, you know, typical pinky coral shade. That is beautiful, really nice. That is a gorgeous blush. Like, you know, that for the price point, I would say is as good as some of my favourite more expensive ones. The colour's beautiful, really nice. There's not an obvious like look of, oh wow, she's got loads of blush on, but I just think it's really nice. Yeah, that's stunning, beautiful. Right, let's try the highlighters. So it's this one here. I wouldn't normally go for this shade of highlighter. I would normally go for a more, I would say, subtle champagne or even like a pinky tone, but we're going to try this. This looks more of a gold to me. And then I'll pop about that much on, I think. Now I'm going to use a sponge for this because I normally do with liquid highlighters. Oh, that's clung. Can you see? It's literally just clung there. Right, okay, let's try putting it on my hand and then using the sponge. So on my hand and then taking my sponge, picking it up and rolling it, which is what I would normally do. I just thought because it had a sponge on it to go straight on. Oh dear, that's not the best, is it? Right, okay. I'm just gonna take that off. Yeah, look, can you see? It's like almost like congealed. That's really weird. Right, okay, so I've just redone that cheek now up until the point of highlighter. I'm gonna try it like I was trying to do it on the back of my hand, and then taking it onto my sponge. Where's my mirror? And then going like rolling it onto the cheek. This is what I would normally do, but I think because it had almost, you know, stuck where I drew it onto my face, this part wouldn't really work. That's better, but it's a very matte highlighter and it is very textured. Can you see sort of how textured it looks if I do that? Yeah. And it doesn't blend very well. It doesn't blend into the blush underneath very well either. There's like an obvious divide between the two. I'm not very keen on that. I don't like the colour either. It's too gold for me. What I just did is I took the brush that I used the blusher for and just kind of went back over where I said there was that obvious join. And it does look a bit better. I still don't like it. I mean, it looks a bit better. I'll show you on this side. But yeah, there is still, you know, a lot of texture there. And yeah, it still doesn't look like a highlighter should look really to me. I mean, I don't like in your face glittery highlighters or anything. But yeah, it's just not really, I mean, the light is literally beaming right on it. So it is giving a bit of a shine. I've got a light on this side as well, but yeah, I don't know. Right, so before we use setting spray, I have this powder. So this is the Shine Control Translucent Setting Powder. I'll be honest, I don't normally use powders at all, really, but we're gonna try it. My skin is dry enough without powder. I'm going to take a little puff because this is what I like to do. This one's just from Aldi, you know. These are quite good. And then I'm just going to swirl in there. It does pick up quite a lot of product, but I don't want all that. So I'm going to tap that off. Do you know what? I'm just going to use it on my forehead here. Oh, gosh. That's got a lot more colour than I expected it to have. It's very, very matte. loads of that off and it's still picked up loads. I mean, it looks very matte on my forehead. I think I'll just pick up what I've got on my hand, you know. I don't want to go under my eyes with it because it'll make me look older. So I don't really need it anywhere else. Let's just pop a bit on my nose. Do you know what? Just here where I'm quite pory, we'll try it just to see what it's like for mattifying the pores. Just come up close. I just find using powder just dries my skin out even more, which is why I don't tend to use it. I mean, it's definitely mattifying. Look, it's really, you know, disguise those pores there. For an affordable powder, it's actually really quite good. It's just, you don't need much of it. Yeah, I think where I really swelled into the pan to start off with, that was way too much, even though I did tap loads off on my hand. I mean, it's nice. It is nice. But yeah, it's just, as I say, I don't tend to really need it because my skin's on the drier side. But yeah, doesn't look, my nose looks good. Look, there's not a pore in sight. So yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good powder, you know. So for setting sprays, I've got two. So I've got this one here, which is the matte setting spray, and I also have the dewy one. Normally I would go for dewy, like always, but I'm going to try both. So because this side is a lot matter than, or is it? I don't know now. Yeah, apart from where I've put that, this side is a lot matter. So I'm going to kind of switch it up. We're going to use dewy on this side and matte on this side. Oh, that smells really good. Yeah, quite fine actually. I use my diary. So I'm going to go on this side with the matte. That smells really nice. Yeah, that one's got ginseng. No, it hasn't. Where did I get that from? Vitamin E. Ginseng? Making up ingredients there. And then on the other side, we'll go on with the dewy one. This one has niacinamide, glycerin and vitamin E. Oh, I've got to spray it with my left hand. Oh. God, that, do you know what that smells of? Do you remember that Davidoff Cool Water perfume? Well, I don't necessarily remember. It's still around. I used to wear that all the time when I was younger. It smells like that. Do you know what? They're both actually really nice. I do prefer the dewy one, as I expected, because yeah, but it has actually, can you see, it's brought some real life back to that highlighter. Like a lot, actually. That's really nice. I love the dewy one. But I will say that the matte one, this side looks really smooth as well. I mean, you can definitely see the difference front on, can't you? See, this is why I prefer dewy. This side to me just looks really flat, whereas this side has a lot more, like, you know, the liquids have got more definition to them, you know, it makes them pop a lot more. Everything looks smoother, whereas the matte side to me just all looks really quite flat. But yeah, no, it's really nice though. Really nice. I love the smell of this one. I'm going to go all over with this one now. Yeah, that's so much better. See, that's the dewy one all over now. I prefer it so much more. Like matte makeup, you know, in my teens was great, but I think as you get older, it's dewy all the way. Right, so we have lips next. I just have, I know I have got three of these lip oils. So it's these ones here. I believe that these are the only 3 colours they do. There might be another one, but I think there's just these. So we've got this nudie coloured one, and then we have this pink one, and then just a clear here as well. These are the So Nourishing lip oils. That's what they're called. Oh, yeah, they smell really good. So there's that one there. I mean, they're lip oils. I'm not expecting lots of colour payoff, but it's like that. It smells a little bit sweeter, but it's very similar to the last one. Is like that. Again, a very subtle hint of pink. And then I won't swatch the clear because it's just a clear, but that's that one there. I think I'm going to go with the nude coloured one. So that was this one here. And I'm just going to start off by lining my lips. Again, I'm going to stick with MUA. So we're going up, this is so worn off. I love these liners. So this is the shade Heartfelt. They're just so creamy and they last well too. Lovely. Oh, smells so good. So then I love the doe foot on these actually. I like a little teardrop one and it's slightly curved as well or slanted. So it's nice and easy to apply. Oh, it feels really nice. Nice and hydrating. Oh, that's really nice actually. Really nice. I do love MUA lip products, like their lip oils in particular for hydration. And you know the little squeezy tubes? You can't see it because it's blurred, but these ones here. Yeah, they're really nice, like really nice. I love those, just, you know, to pop in your handbag. But no, feels really nice, non-sticky. There's no stickiness to it at all. Yeah, lovely. So here is the finished look. Do you know what? Overall, as a whole, now I actually really do like this look. It's nice and natural. Yeah, everything kind of, I would say, apart from the highlighter, everything works well together. There were some favourites though. Absolutely love the lip oil, beautiful, and the blush. Oh, this is so nice, really, really nice. Love the blush and the setting spray. The setting spray is beautiful. Yeah, it just made everything kind of merge together, if you know what I mean, and just look really quite lovely. Oh, I actually do quite like the grippy primer as well, you know, because yeah, it worked really well under the foundation. Like it went on so smooth and it still looks really quite flawless on that side. Yeah, this one, I don't think if it wasn't for like the liquid products that I used on top, that this side would have looked as nice as it does like now, if you know what I mean. With this primer, I just felt like it was quite drying, like round here, like round my sort of between the liquid and the jaw, it actually still looks quite kind of textured and dry. But no, this one, lovely. If I can do, I will link the products in the description box below for you. I'm not sure if they're online or not. I have to have a look. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me. If you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye.